Well, how's it going, Kingsman? Welcome back to another NTW3 battle. Another tournament, this one between the Hiller and GI clan. You can already see, I mean, the battle just started, but there is some guerrillas who need to be disposed of that have massed up in this first LOC. And you have the French going in to drive them out. And of course, there's probably going to be a lot of guerrilla units all over, as one of the corps is the... is it Tutuchkov or Davidov? One of those Russian corps has a lot of guerrilla deployment units, but I mean, obviously we have a little bit of time before this battle's going to go off. I'm really curious. This mine, I'm curious if somebody's gonna trigger it, you know? I feel like they're all ignoring it. You never know, though. And actually, the fourth line is exhausted already. Kind of curious if they're going to win this. They may actually break. I don't know what's in here, but we have time to go over the corps here before this battle kicks off. Like I said, man, I'm still waiting. Someone is going to trigger this. I know it. Someone is. I feel like they just are. Maybe they'll get past it. But yeah, so we have the Hiller playing the Imperials, whose perspective we are seeing today, and then you have the GI being played by the Coalition, or, you know, the Coalition being played by the GI clan. The points, let's see, so the map is France 2C, 38 points, and I do believe, what are they bringing, the 1812 corps? The French 1812 corps. So on the Hiller Imperial side, you have a 11-point Oudinot, an 8-point Victor, 8-point Schwarzenberg, and a 10-point Eugene. The 8-point Schwarzenberg out of an Austrian Cav Corps, I believe, for the most part. Actually, no, I take that back. It's not a Cav Corps. I apologize. There's plenty of infantry here. The cavalry's all dispersed elsewhere. I do believe they do have Oudinot bringing a good chunk of cuirassiers, though. But he's bringing infantry as well. Oudinot, a very fun corps. But on the Coalition side, the GI side, you have a 10-point Tuchushkov, 12-point Bagration, 9-point Duktorov, and a 6-point Davidov. And like I said, I think the 6-pointer is the guerrilla deployment, has Narod, all that fun stuff. But yeah, you can see they have a nice deployment, stakes, mines, cavalry. I'm assuming some artillery, hopefully throwing up. They're looking, maybe they're hoping to defend this high ground. It is a very nice position. Obviously a little laggy there, but a very nice position with the high ground here. They can hold this line. Maybe, of course, the cavalry from the French being very aggressive, but a lot of Cossack Lancers, Ulani, ready to fight for this hilltop. Of course, you know, I think the French would win this, but they probably would take higher losses than they would like to. And there's probably a Russian corps pretty decently close here. Of course, not yet, but of course, like I said, this road making a quick movement of troops, giving that little boost of speed. And they're going straight down here. I suspect this fight, as we hear the drums right here, the fight's probably going to happen roughly around here. I think the French may manage to get past some of these some of this high ground, some of this gentle slope. Of course, it'll be difficult for their cavalry to get past the stakes. It's going to force them into choke points. I like the mines here, the infantry holding this, a lot of mines and stakes here. So Russia definitely has a nice defensive position. We will see how well they can capitalize on that. They have another general, or another army, 2 corps from Russia over on this left side. I don't think anything on the right, though. But still, I'm curious if this is Bagration or not. Either way, that's quite a lot of French infantry. Now, the numbers are in favor of the French in this battle, surprisingly. I know you're kind of surprised. The numerical advantage for the French. We are seeing some Russian infantry now making their appearance. They still will have some of the high ground, potentially. Man, yeah, there's too many men. It's just not loading here. There we go. Victor's corps should be first. He may have to fight for the high ground. Artillery from Oudinot, and then Oudinot's corps along with Eugen. And then, of course, Schwarzen taking up the rear. They have a decent amount of artillery, I see. Some 12-pounders there. Some 8-pounders here. Oh, here we go, guys. We are definitely going to have a clash pretty quick here. Where's the line going to be drawn? See, they're trying to push at least to get part of the flank. Ooh, do I see guard? No, I don't. I just thought I saw the flag of, like, some Russian guard units, but it wasn't to be. Yeah, so they're swinging a little bit to the right here. Going to try to get an angle on them, maybe fight an uphill battle from here. Skirmishers probably going to get in. Oh, artillery and push them. Both sides, guys. They're about to clash. This is awesome. We're going to get some skirmishers firing off first. Of course, we have some cavalry as well. Some Chevaliers going to charge in here. I do not see a lot of Russian cavalry waiting. That is a very daunting charge here. Square gets formed. That's going to... Oh, they're slowing them down, though. That's probably sacrificial in nature. They probably are intentionally throwing that cavalry unit away as it binds up the front column here. Oh, man, we're fixing to have a clash right here and now. Look at that. They're going straight at... There's not even, like, a ceremony. They're just straight up... Uh-oh, artillery in danger, though. Oh, no! Alright, well, that skirmish unit... Oh, the Swiss! No, the Swiss! Oh, the Swiss. Oh, my gosh, Russia's going in for melee. The square is formed, and Russia goes in for it. Nice supporting volleys. They're going straight into this. Both sides seem very, very fixated on taking this hill. Artillery in danger. Now on the flank, we have a big old cav fight. Lancers on Dragoons. And this may not seem very crucial, but it is. If Russia can harass the entire line, although the more from Victor and Oudinot now pushing over here to try to protect that flank. Russia, though, going straight forward here. Cavalry now going to go for another Swiss. Oh, come on. Not all the Swiss. Gosh dang it. Why are they picking on the Swiss? That is so unfair. I don't appreciate that. I really don't. That's extremely rude. But yeah, so the line seems to be drawn so far. I mean, they're ranging up in an attack. Eugen getting his corps in gear. Oudinot going in support of Victor. Oh man, this is fixing to be a big old battle. Right here, guys. Light infantry pushing up on the Russian left. France, I mean, everybody's just being aggressive. I love it. Both sides aren't even hesitating. Both sides are just like, you know what? We'll take them head on. We'll match them. And you see already, man, the raging fight. And now that Eugen's corps is lined up, he's going to start fighting. Russia still actually trying to get his corps in gear. We have some Chasseurs Cheval going to actually charge him with some skirmishers and lancers, but more cavalry now from Eugen pushing over. Schwarzenberg getting on the right flank here. Russia trying to mirror them, but actually this right flank looking a little weak for Russia at the moment. They're outnumbered with cavalry. They have some squares, of course, but as you can see, ooh, a nice flanking line. Yeah, more light infantry pushing on the right flank. So the right flank being threatened for France, but the left flank looks like a much better prognosis for the French. And they are going in. Hussars charging in. We have more Hussars here. Some Dragoons. And Russia actually seems to be pulling back from this. Oh, some Hussars going to get charged. A counter-charge, though, by Eugen's Italian Dragoons, I'm assuming. Nice flanking charge. Look out for that square. Let's see over here, guys. We got to zoom out. Unfortunately, we have to zoom out a little bit more. No cinematic shots right now. This left side for Russia. Reinforcements pouring down this road. They are going to threaten the entire left flank. Now, thankfully, Victor has the remainder of his corps. Oudinot. Where's Oudinot? Oudinot taking the front line. Victor swinging to the right flank. He is going to be the one who's going to try to take on the flanking corps of Russia. Oudinot trying to fight the hard fight in the center. He's taking some losses. Oh, that's why. Oh my my gosh. It's because they have like an insane amount of artillery firing canister. Both sides actually have canister now firing, but still, that is a lot of guns for Russia. Udino is going to take heavy losses there. We have a, oh man, big old cav fight still. Oh my gosh. Just everybody's throwing cavalry like crazy into this. I'm seeing Russia actually coming out on top so far. Infantry support of that cavalry fight is going to make this even more difficult. Looks like they tried going for the artillery piece. Did they break it? Nope. So far, I like Russia's position. Russia seems to have a very good position. Now, watch out for Austria's corps. He's going to swing around, go for that left flank that may be a little weaker. Of course, France very much depleted on the cavalry side here on the left. Russia's going to get a chance to rest up that cavalry. More cavalry from Udino in the center and the right to protect as Russia may be trying to threaten that flank. But here we go. Victor and Udino drawn up.
Our men are running.
Here along the right flank. Both sides. Russia does not have the numerical advantage. Keep that in mind. France has it on Russia. And we are seeing some of that numerical advantage getting pushed here on the left. Look at this big old push. So much of a push that my computer can't even render it. And what is Russia going to do against this? Like, truly, what are they going to do? We have some French chasseurs cheval trying to tie up this Russian line while the Austrians get in position. Eugen still has a nice reserve line. This artillery is definitely going to be telling here. I think they could fall back underneath the bottom of this hill and be safe from artillery, if I'm not mistaken. Howitzers focus down some of these crosshairs. I'm expecting to see crosshairs charge in. We have Lancers probably going to go for the artillery piece again. Russia was watching for it. And here we go. There's a French push here. Oh my gosh. This is looking pretty good now. Russia needs to get some things figured out because this left leg extends quite far. The reach of this Imperial alliance going a lot further than Russia has, I think. This artillery getting focused down, I think, over time. The line keeps going. This line fight's going to probably be going for a little while. Of course, artillery is really helping Russia on that flank. Over here, though, you can see, oh my gosh, there's no way Russia has enough for this. He's probably committing the last reserves that he has. Oh, we have some cavalry going at an angle? Where are they going? Chevaliers, are they trying to go for the artillery piece? Skirmishers pushing forward. They're scaring them off the guns. It's canister from this artillery, 12-pounder and 8-pounder. France seems to start... I think France is starting to win. I think they are finally starting to win here. Who would commit Swiss skirmishers to a melee? What crime? A crime. This is a crime. This is a crime against everything that I would stand for. You do not waste the Swiss skirmishers like this. How dare you? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But it is a shame. Those Swiss skirmishers, you thrown away like that. Man, they better have been out of ammunition to waste them like that. I'm sorry. I feel passionate about the Swiss. You know how I feel about the Swiss uniforms and the Swiss in general. So it hurts my soul. There we go. Going for the artillery piece, and they're in knockable fire now, and France inching forward step by step. France is gonna start shredding up this. What Why is everybody throwing away their skirms? Is there something I missed with this last update? I feel like I missed something here. I know it's probably a misclick. It's a misclick. I'm just teasing. I kid. All right. I wonder if I'm missing anything over here. Now we have artillery that's been evening the odds over here. This fight I haven't really been covering that well just because it's been a just volley after volley. Oh, this is a cool looking unit. Look at these dudes. Very stately looking. Protecting the flank against the cavalry from Russia. We have a General Yuzhin pushing up to see what how his corps is doing here. This may not be the decisive battle, guys. This is just basically a bullying match, like the numbers versus quality. Now, I hope to see a Russian push here in a very, very nice push here pretty soon. Cavalry gonna go for Skur for artillery, but I think some canister may have ended that pretty early on. It was honestly quite smart of the Imperials. They are just walking forward and shooting. They aren't trying to close in for melee everywhere. They're just walking, shooting, walking more, shooting more. Now, of course, they got to watch out. Russia could easily get some melee on them. If it's a good enough of a charge, they will start breaking these corps. I've seen this Austrian corps fold against a Russian corps before, if Russia plays it right. They need some cavalry support, in my opinion, in order to make this a worthwhile attack. Now, they are starting to break some of that Austrian line here. Oh, a cavalry charge! Oh, yes. Heavy cav going in. And the line infantry following it up. Beautiful looking columns. Absolutely gorgeous. If nothing else, we get some cool cinematic shots as now Yuzhin is going to press that attack as Austria is getting attacked as well and starting to break. Russia falling back on the left. They could not hold on against Victor and Udanov's corps. They have artillery set up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Udanov's dead. Man, he doesn't get to see this potential victory here. Now, Russia's committing to this bayonet charge here, trying to break the Austrians. And, man, it is not working out as well as I would honestly expect it to. Like, at all. France is mixed up into the Russian lines, and Russia's starting to break all along the line. I don't know. I think Russia could have consolidated a little better and tried to go for a whole, I don't know if it would have worked or not, but I think bringing a guerrilla Russia may have not been the way to go, but I don't know. I can't say I played this mod enough to be able to say what would have been better or not. Even though people think I am like a NTW3 pro, I'm not saying everybody does, but I'm not. I haven't played this mod myself in 8 months, 9 months. It's been a long time. So I am not that good. I've watched a lot of replays. In fact, I was looking at it. I have like almost 500 replays that I've recorded. Not even watched, but just the ones I've actually recorded. And that maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's not. I don't know. Anyway, it looks like see, Russia has a lot of cavalry kind of hovering around, but I think the 6-pointer may have been better spent engaged in the actual fight. I don't know. It just feels like they were a little far away, not able to help. Even now, I feel like they could come in, get some cav charges. Now, of course, the French have cavalry. They are defending their rear. But here we go. You have Russia on the retreat with France pressing that attack. Things are going very well for that corps. Oh, not again. Why do people hate the Swiss so much? What is going on? Did I miss something about the Swiss skirmishers? Did I miss something about the... Oh! What? Why would you do that to the Swiss again? Oh my gosh, it's killing my soul. This is the hardest replay to watch. It really is. These Swiss just not only got massacred by the grape shot, and then they got killed by a mine. Oh my gosh. Why? Why? I don't need a moment after this replay. I am scarred by seeing the Swiss just massacred in this battle. I can't believe it. I'm in shock. Who truly, you know, the French did not actually win this one because they lost all the Swiss. All right, so I don't care if they won, they lost. They lost because of the Swiss all died. All right, let's move past that. Moving on. On the right-hand side, France managed to actually, Russia has managed to pull back a little bit here, reform their core. They still have some cavalry left. They may make a vicious attack still. On the left side, France has really made some gains here. But Russia is not broken. They're still falling back, but they are not broken. I mean, whether or not the French have won or not, they've taken some heavy losses. They have lost a lot of men. Excuse me. They've lost a lot of men. So, you know, this is still be a disastrous battle to have lost so many, but that's just how it is. Curious what Russia's gonna do, guys. They still have an army, and they're gonna eat. Like, I feel like I know the coalition got a lot of kills. I saw the end results. I know they got a lot of kills, so I mean, that could be a hole that's sitting here. I know they tore into Oudinot's core. They absolutely destroyed it. They're a little more set up. Of course, we have some cavalry pushing up, some cuirassiers. Clear that gap and send them in. Let's get this charge from the Russian perspective. Oh, man. You'd be like, we are so royally screwed. Dmitri, we're screwed. And now the infantry going in. More textbook kind of assault here. And that's a shattering blow to the center of the Russian line. As now they're gonna charge in here, starting to peel infantry off. It is over. It is over. And Eugene's going to use that opportunity to push forward more units, as Russia probably should pull back some of his line, like reform it here if he can, before he just gets absolutely focused down here. Over here, France managed to trickle down here. Russia still has a line intact, still firing. You see France still getting as close as possible. Still pushing, man. Yeah, everywhere the French just outnumber the coalition. Could you imagine if that's how the actual wars were, when the French, if the French had equal numbers to the coalition? Like, would that have changed their style of fighting? I wonder, though. You know, because what the way that they fought was because they didn't have the numbers on the coalition, so they had to change their fighting style. If they'd had the same amount, would they have done the same strategies?
Our men are running.
Or would they have still seen that they needed, you know, they needed a change? Who knows? All right, so we have Russia counterattacking here. They broke those cuirassiers, going for artillery, and absolutely, finally getting some revenge. That's a large artillery battery. We have the Russians defending this house. Trying to defend the house.
The entire unit is dead, sir.
Yeah, Russia entirely pulling back here. Either way, this is a losing battle for the Russians at this point. I think it's just how badly can they... I mean, they could take LOCs and win, but they are not looking too hot when it comes to LOCs. They have the 4-pointer. No, they don't. They don't even have the 4-pointer. Yeah, they're going to lose this battle. The GI, I think they're going to lose. Hitler's going to take this. It'd be fun to see this corps, the French corps, against the Austrian, oh, what year was it? The Hiller, you know, the Hiller corps. You guys know the Austrian corps, that's like so powerful. I'd love to see this French corps fight that Austrian corps and see who comes out on top. Like Liechtenstein, Hiller, Johann, I believe. Like, oh man, that would be an epic fight. Oh, Russia is getting meleeed again. I think they're going to hold firm for the moment. They still hold on to this LOC, but they do not have the 4-pointers, so the French have 8 points at least, so... Yeah, not a win. This may be a deathmatch win. I mean, there's 31 minutes remaining in this. There's still plenty of time, and France is still just putting the pressure on. And it doesn't even matter that if they have quality troops right now. The French just have more and probably less depleted units. And you have this whole left flank that's just going to start wrapping around. Pretty soon the Russians are going to be fighting with their backs to their other line. It looks like France, Victor pulling back, letting his artillery have a bit of fun. I don't know if anyone's actually fighting right now, so I'm just going to fast forward a little bit here. Looks like there's maybe some... Ooh. Actually, artillery getting charged. Hussar is sniping the artillery from Victor's corps, and then getting their butts out of there. And I think Russia's going to try to rest up here. Of course, we're going to have the coalition on the defensive now with France and Austria pushing this side and France pushing on this side. Yeah, they're gonna... I mean, they're gonna try to use the tree line as best they can. Uh-oh.
Now they must break.
Well, who saw that coming? Yeah, I imagine they're just gonna fold all at once and it'll be over. So I guess we'll see. I just push up and get real close and just start, you know, shooting a line to pieces. Just slowly inch forward as France, you know? The LOC is almost gone. They can afford to just level this too. Honestly, they don't have to do anything else. I feel like they could trigger this and blow up, and it'd blow up the Russian line. Like, I'd send someone in here to trigger it. You know? It probably would damage a lot of stuff around it. Like, the mine's like, what? Probably right here. So it'll blow up this. It'll blow up this line. Deprive the morale of the enemy. It'd suck to be one of these guys and you know the battle's won, but yet you could still die, or you do get wounded or die, and you're like, really? You could have just surrendered. I will say this though, you know, Sun Tzu's Art of War does talk about leaving an escape route for the enemy, because then they won't die, they won't fight you to the bitter end, they'll try running away. This is a perfect example of that. They have this road to retreat down. You know, obviously this is a video game, so it's different, but in real life, people would start probably running at this point. They realize that they are outnumbered and they'd run away. You start seeing them straggling, running down this road, and the lines would start breaking apart, and you just had to wait, pouring some volleys from afar. In real life. In IRL. France is getting ready. I can feel it. Oh, they're about at 100% this. One more shot, and it's done, Zos. And all these poor guys sitting in this house are dead. Do it. Alright, now they'll attack. They don't have the LSC to worry about. They will attack. Cavalry poised, ready. They're going to smash into this side, I bet. Here we go. The final attack has begun. Let's see what it'd be like from these guys, these poor blokes' perspective. What would they see? That coming towards you. Oh my gosh, this cuirassier just keeps going. Now, they're probably tired, getting shot up, but, I mean, the French could just run in here and just start the trickle down. Yeah, there they go. They're breaking. Still, Eugene could commit his corps here. This battle's 5 minutes away from being done. If even that. The thing is, France, you notice France isn't going for melee. They're just going to sit back and keep shooting. I say as now, Victor, awkward, this is awkward. Victor's going into melee. Or maybe is he? Yep, he is. And if they charge from every direction at once, honestly, it won't matter. France is just gonna overwhelm them. Especially with friends routing and stuff, it's gonna be over very quickly. I think we have some Russian cavalry in the back lines finally trying to settle things down. Yeah, we don't need to watch this in fast motion of Russia. Just, you know, it's just gonna, the line's just gonna keep dropping down. They're gonna start mass routing and it'll be over.
Our men are running, sir.
Yeah, there's a couple scattered units here and there everywhere, but nothing really. What I'm probably going to do is to skip to the end results here, because this is a very apparent French victory here. So, all right, guys. So, French victory for the Hiller clan against the GI. Well played. You see here some good kills on both sides, actually. It was still a good, hard-fought battle. You have on the Hiller side, you have Heinixter, how do you say his name? He was Victor 8-pointer with 1461 for the kills. You have Rambo as 10-point Eugen with 1809. Jirka as the 8-point Schwarzenberg Austria with 1108. And then Met as Udino 11-pointer with 1360. Other side, you have Emperor. He was Zhuchkov 10-pointer with 1152. Desai as Bagration 12-pointer, 1529 for the kills. Combustible Lemons as Duktorov 9-pointer with 1190 for the kills. And then you have Mika as the 6-point Davidov, or however you would say that. And he got 527 for the kills, but he had only a core of 760 men. Yeah, it was a fun battle. I loved watching. It was very cinematic, very large armies in the field. Those always make for very beautiful looking battles. Well played to the French. Well played to the Hiller clan. Just capitalizing on their. I mean, it comes down to, like I said before, guys. Sometimes it's just the cores you pick, and the playstyle that you choose to pick with those cores. Some are very obvious, and the French just had a very obvious strategy of just bullying the coalition with their numbers, and it worked out beautifully for them, and they managed to win. They took some heavy losses. I mean, yeah, they took heavy losses, but still they had more men, and that's still one of the things I look at, and definitely was very obvious in this field today. So that'll be it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Until next time, you guys have a great rest of your day. Stay safe, and I'll catch you all in another video.